What's up, you guys? Welcome back to AudiChannel and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I figured I would go ahead and do a garage tour, and today is the same day that we did the install on the short shifter, but you guys didn't have to know that. I just decided to tell you. But anyways, I figured it's time for a garage tour. I do know that in the last couple of months I've been recording for maybe 6 months now. So you've probably seen the garage go through a lot of different changes. We do a lot of projects here at the house. Whether that's inside, outside, whatever. And then I'm constantly working on the garage, at least organizing my side, working on cars, different stuff like that. And I've got a very small, limited place to work. So I'm gonna give you guys a tour and just kind of show you what I work with, the stuff that I have, and just kind of exactly where I work. To start off, this is the S8's parking spot right here. The A4 gets to sit outside. It sits on the street most of the time. Only because I only have one parking space, and the S8 gets to sit inside since the body on the S8 is better than the A4. Now, this is my mom's car. I probably will not be living here for too much longer, so I will get my own garage space. However, it probably will still only be a one-bay garage, so it'll probably still just be the S8's parking spot. But that is my mom's parking spot. That is where her car sits all the time. That is her side of the garage, so I won't really go through it with you guys over there. I do use it sometimes when, I'm doing bigger projects. I'll move both the cars out and use the whole garage. Today I only needed one spot, only for the A4, to do that short shifter. But again, yeah, that's all her side. I don't have anything over there. My side starts over here. I get the shorter side. As you can see, the wall over there goes a little bit further back, so they get to have more space over there. But anyway, starting on my side, as you can see, I do have my 20-gallon compressor with my reel hose for air. It holds pressure pretty much all the time, pretty much stays on all the time. I use it every now and then. I don't use it too terribly often, but I did need one that size for my my air tools. I do have air tools down here. As you can see, I've got my impacts. I've got, what is that? I think that's 3/8 and then 1/2 inch. And then I've got an air hammer. And I've also got this cutoff wheel. But yeah, so I use that every now and then. Those are the bags that I use to take back and forth from work. So I'm on a 410 schedule at work. So I don't typically get to be home too much and work too much. So I typically leave my tools at work all the time until I hit my 5-day, which I am luckily on right now. So once I come home for those 5 days, I will bring home my tools in case I decide to do car work, or if there's any projects that I will need tools for, I will bring those home. So now moving over here, I did just get this workbench toolbox. It is a Husky toolbox. I love it already because it gives me a space to work. I don't have to have the top. I can have stuff on the top and not have it, not have to worry about it, because that one, the top has to come open in order to use it. So I do love it already. It does have soft closed drawers, and I will go ahead and kind of open those and show you. So this top drawer I've mainly used to store the tools that I bring home from work. So, all this kind of stuff I take back and forth from work when I go. It's all stuff that I will typically need at work. The torque wrenches I usually leave here. That's where those live. Got some knee pads, my code readers over there. Just kind of a couple of miscellaneous things. Got some really good lights over here. These are really nice and bright, as you can see. This is like a toolkit I got, just a smaller toolkit. So yeah, that's where most of that stuff is. It's all kind of temporary. In this drawer, I have a bunch of kits, smaller kits for, sockets and different bits and stuff like that. I've got an extraction set, antifreeze tester, voltage meter, soldering gun, and then a bunch of different impact bits. And then moving over here, this is the plier drawer. So I've got my clamps for hoses or anything like that, just kind of clamp stuff off, coolant hoses or whatever. I've got needle nose, I've got regular pliers. These are the new tools that I actually bought today. Maybe not today for you guys, but they are the, what do you call those? They're the ones for the snap rings, the snap ring pliers. A couple of vice grips. And a lot of my tools are still at work as well, so I don't have everything here. I got dikes and then wire strippers, mirror, magnet, all that kind of good stuff. Moving down a drawer. This drawer has really not been filled yet. I did just kind of get this, so I haven't really filled it up yet. Clamp, pliers. This is a awesome little Husky tool. This is a little grabber tool with a little light on the end of it. So grab stuff when you drop it down in the engine bays. Some little pry tools. Moving over here, this is wrenches and those types of things, as you can see. Moving Moving down to this drawer, so that I got a flaring kit. I also have this kit right here. This is to do rear calipers on those cars that you have to spin the caliper all at the same time, or spin the piston on the caliper, so that way you can put it back in and put some new brakes on. I've got that kit. I use that from my B5. Some chisels. I've got a lot of these things. Sorry, I'm trying to get this back in. I've got a lot of these stock Audi things that come with the toolkits. I get those at the junkyard every time I go. I typically find like 10 of them, so I just have a couple of those. I got a pretty weird breaker bar. I don't know, I just kind of found it, but it works for me. It's got a 1/2 inch on it, and then it extends. It's a pretty good tool, actually. This is my piston spreader. This is to take off ball joints and stuff like that. And then got a couple torque sticks down there, or triple squares, pardon me. Moving over to this drawer, I did already kind of go ahead and show you guys. As you can see, I got some of my air tools in there, a Dremel, some oil, hot glue gun, that kind of stuff. I do believe I already showed you this drawer. Oh no, this drawer is my screwdriver drawer. So you've got Phillips up there, flatheads down here, and then this is a new bit that I just got for my drills, as you can see. Moving down to this drawer. This drawer has, this is a really cool Husky set. As you guys know, or you may have figured out from this video, I do love Husky stuff. I don't know why people like to dog on it a lot. I really do like Husky. It's cheap, but they're good quality tools. So it's stuff that I like. This is a pretty cool set. This has, let's see, a bunch more air tools. So impact ratchet, air hammer. I don't even remember what that is. But yeah, it's got a bunch of cool stuff on there. So it's a pretty dope set. I have really yet to use that yet, but the time will come someday. And then I have, sorry about the view again, guys. Then I have this box, which is a soldering gun that my grandpa gave me, as you can see. Really old box, the original box. So that's where that lives. So that is it for that toolbox. I do think I already showed you that drawer, yep. So this is where I keep ramps. I also have a smaller, oh god, it might be like a 4 or 5 gallon compressor back there. Something that's good for like airing up tires and stuff. Really good for being portable. This is a car cover for the A4. Unfortunately, I can't use it on the street. The HOA will not let us here, so I don't really get to use that much. Then I have an extension cord, air hoses, stuff like that. That's gas tanks, and this is just a model car. In these cabinets up here, typically I just keep a bunch of oils and stuff like that. As you can see, got brake clean, or brake fluid, oil, degreaser, brake fluid, bunch of kind of stuff up there. These are all gloves right here. My mom gets those from work, so I just use them all the time. This is the grease I use for practically everything. It's wheel bearing grease, but it literally works the same for everything. Tape and stuff over there. This is a timing bar for the 4.2 V8. So for the V8 that I have in the S8, you can do timing with that tool right there. Coming over to these cabinets, I got some coolant, some transmission fluid. This I'm getting ready to do in the A4 and the S8 pretty soon, but I only have 2 bottles so far. Windshield washer fluid, power steering fluid, Goo Gone, that kind of stuff. Got JB Weld I need to get more of. More gloves up there, smaller bottle jack, vacuum bags, that kind of stuff. Moving over here, this is just hand cleaners, shop towels, that kind of stuff. And then this thing, since it has been recently emptied and moved to this, I haven't really used much of this yet. The top is really the only thing being used. So these are all projects, smaller projects, like little things that I can tinker with and make videos on. So I still got the tie rod ends that I got to do for the S8, wheel bearings I got to do for the A4. But when we do wheel bearings, we're going to, those are rear wheel bearings. So we're going to drop the rear differential and replace the axle seals and do a flush on that as well. This is a new hose for the valve covers on the A4. One of those hoses split, so I have yet to change that. And then this is from when we did the suspension on the A4. I never did end up changing the tie rod end on that driver's side, so I still have to get to that. Those are just the bolts that came off. These are rear pads for the S8. Once I eventually need them, I ordered them, but never didn't actually need them yet. These I actually just got. I have not installed them yet. However, they won't be staying long because I have the manual swap going in. But these are cool little pedal covers for the S8. Obviously, they won't fit in the A4 because the A4 has 3 pedals. And the S8 will too pretty soon. And if I can get this closed, I can move on. I got some cool little Audi books down there. I kind of just collect a bunch of random crap Audi-wise. You know, pens, air tools, magnetic tray, that kind of stuff. Like I said, I do think that these drawers are empty. There's sandpaper in that one, some you know, some clips and whatnot. Let's see if I can kind of move this out of the way. This is, I actually have a book on how to work on the B5, and then those are just some snap-on books if I'd like to order some tools. And that's empty. And there's just some knives. I already showed you that one. This one has a few more things, I believe. Yes, these are just some more pads to go on the piston spreader. That is a cam chain tensioner tool, removal tool. So that kind of comes in handy when you're doing timing. Brushes, a rubber wheel, tape measure, that kind of stuff, wire brushes. This is also good for removing ball joints, so that kind of stuff. Down here, I also just got this. So the torch that I have is actually the blue one, which is not nearly as hot. This is the high heat one, so this will be good for if we ever decide to do those pinch welds on the A4 again, and they are seized in there. This is a dent puller kit. I have one of those, funnel. And then these are the control arms to go on the SA on the passenger side. Since I already did the driver's side, I stopped to do the passenger side, but the axle did split. But I've just kind of been waiting because we are going to be doing the manual swap, and the axle has to come out anyways to put different ones in there. I've also got my 3-ton jack right here. I did show you guys that in the short shifter video. Great jack. I have really yet to use it, but it will be amazing. It is 10 times bigger than my little red one that I use. So there's that. Up here, got a little heater. This is just some cleaning products that I have no room for yet. A little bag for drills. Gloves up here. These are my other tools. Again, I bring these back and forth from work to home. Then there's my charging station. The other one's over there right now. But yeah, I did just pick this up. I love it already. It's a great tool. And then I use these constantly. So those are getting ready to go back to work with me. They just sit up there. This is the exhaust manifold that will be going in the A4 once we end up getting that KO4. That will be a while down the line. Up here, I have a cool picture of the S8 when we did smoke bombs with it. Obviously, it's not a burnout because it is an all-wheel drive car. But yeah, it's a great picture. It's a really awesome picture. And then I got my soundbar to listen to music. This is my Craftsman set. So this thing is typically what you saw in that top drawer up there. That's some of those bits. I really love this set. It's a good set. Comes with some wrenches up top, more bits, smaller wrenches and Allens. Moving down, got more sockets. Again, I use most of those in the back there. So these are some smaller bits and wrenches and extensions, stuff like that. I've got my really expensive Matco wrenches in that. Sorry about that. In the bottom drawer down here, some more bits and stuff like this. It comes with a couple Torx things, my spark plug, sockets, different kind of not extensions, but like adapters. So I really love that kit. This is where my red jack comes from. That's just a kit that usually stays in the back of the car. That's where I use that red jack from. It's got a couple of flashlights and stuff like that for if you get abandoned on the side of the road. I will show you these. So these are the wrenches that I really like. I bought these each. I think these two were a little over 200 bucks, but the amount of gears or teeth that they have in them is great. As you guys can hear, they're really great. We've got locking heads, they swivel. So I really love those wrenches. They're really good, lifetime warranty. So that is what I use. There's all those Craftsman ones that I use. I got some cheap Harbor Freight swivels. And then these things I use a lot actually. This is typically for axles and just different stuff like that. Moving down, this is where I keep my pressure washer and hose that just hangs up on the wall there. Got my shop vac right there. It's got a little kit. It's really cool. It hangs up on the wall. It's actually remote controlled too if you leave it on this setting. There's actually a little remote control down here that you can turn it on and off from. This is the axle that we took out of the A4 when we did the suspension overhaul. I just have yet to get rid of it. Got some more cleaning stuff right there. Again, just no room to put any of this stuff away. I will show you all that in a sec. These are just some smaller parts that I can either install or just extra parts for the A4 and the S8. Same thing with that bag down there. That is what was there. Got some extra boxes back there and some more parts. The belly pan for the S8, which got to go back on. And then that's an old sunroof frame off my old B5. This right here is a coolant tank. I did replace the coolant tank on the S8. Someday I'm guessing you guys will see that. I didn't think I should make a video, but as you can see, it's yellow. So I did replace it with a nice white one, and that came out really good. I do also have a kind of dirty laundry thing for towels and stuff after washing cars. Those all get re-washed. These are fender liners for the S8 because the fender liners on the S8 are all kind of chewed up from blowing back into the wheels with the bumpers off and whatnot. So I do have new ones of those. Again, some more miscellaneous parts down here, just some smaller parts and whatnot. I do have a whole storage unit full of parts. Someday I'll probably show you guys that. Buckets are there. And then these cabinets here, this is all kind of paint stuff, car paint stuff, like spray cans and stuff. And this is where all my detailing stuff stays. So I've got some Avalon King ceramics coating from when we coated the rotiforms. Eventually we'll be paint correcting the S8 and the A4 and coating them in Avalon King ceramic coating. I got a lot of Chemical Guys stuff, Soak and Shine, you know, the wheel cleaner, Diablo wheel cleaner, just tons and tons of stuff in there for car detailing. Up there I've got some shop blankets and stuff like that, you know, good stuff for picnics or keeping in the car. These little mats here my grandpa brings from work. They're great to use for when you do have leaky 20-year-old Audis. This is all just extra stuff too, extra speakers from when I got the speakers installed on the A4. That's the old head unit, stuff like that. Moving over to this side and these. This is where I kind of keep towels. I have a really, really tiny shop vac. It's good for tinier things. Again, towels. This is kind of a pump. I used it when I did the transmission flush on the S8. This, again, some more detailing stuff up here. Tied. These are, I think when I bought the S8, the guy ended up leaving these in here. I think these are for a BMW, but I have not gotten rid of them. And there I keep miscellaneous bolts, clips. It's full and full and full of stuff. Clips and connectors and stuff like that for Audis. They all came off of Audis and whatnot. And then this cabinet down here, I've got some chains and ropes and stuff like that for towing or ratcheting or whatever. Yeah, a bunch of stuff like that. I do have my jack stands and then a trickle charger in there. I've got buckets down there for detailing, and then this is where trash lives right there. So that is pretty much it for my stuff. That is all the stuff that I use to complete all of my projects around here. It works pretty well for me. It's a great little setup. It still has a lot of organization to be done. But yeah, it's my workspace and it's what I use. So yeah. Anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of fun to make that, just kind of show you guys all the things that I do have. If there's more stuff that you would like to see, just let me know and leave a comment and I will go ahead and show you guys that. If you want to see tools I have, or if you want to see car walk-arounds or anything like that, just let me know. I will go ahead and do those and post that up there as well. Also, if you guys do have any ideas for any future videos for simply anything, any work to do on these cars, any part recommendations I should be getting, any mods I should be getting, stuff like that, any cars you guys want to see me work on, if I can get a hold of one to touch it, I absolutely will if I can. And then stay tuned. We do have some more cars through family and friends that need fixed, they need work, so that is stuff that I will be making videos on. I do work on other people's cars quite a bit, and it's just not something I typically record. I know that this is the Audi channel, but I don't think that you guys would mind if we worked on something else, just kind of showing you guys different work that I do, stuff like that. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think of this video and future videos to come, and just the channel overall. I'm always looking to see and hear some good recommendations. So anyways, like I said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please like the video, share with your friends and family, you know, make the channel a little bit bigger. We can make the community grow, and I will post more and more and more. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.